Okay. Yeah, quick video of cam time, how to muck around with them, play with them. So that you can see it's pretty much fixed. It's not moving. But I just fold the other one so it can move. And now there's a bit of movement. Alright. So the cam, looking from the front of the motor, needs to go this way. Alright, and it's pretty hard to do that. If you think you're just going to skip a couple of gears or whatever, or teeth, you can't do that. It won't happen. So how do you get it? You navigate here. So just around this side, you file that hole out. And the same with the other side. So cam needs to go this way, so the gear needs to go that way. So I'll put it back where it was. That's about 2 degrees, 3 degrees, alright? That's just a reference. Now to stop the camshaft from going back, when the chain pulls up, it'll try to pull up to here, alright? But there's only one way to stop this. You got to put something that side of it. So there. So it pushes up against a bolt so the cam timing doesn't come back to original spot. You don't need to put it both sides, only to one side and only on the back. So when it's trying to pull back towards a bolt, it can't. I use brass, dog food tin, if you need like a smidgen of degree. And these are very responsive to very minimal movement. They don't like too much LSA, like 108. They like 114. I'll go into that later. I'm not going to go there now. So that's how I get mine. You can buy adjustable gears or whatever, but the problem is when you machine the head, everything's different. So you only put it on that side, like I said, so it butts up against it and it stops it from returning back to the spot. You can get a piece of brass, and if it's not thin enough, just dong it on the bench a couple of times with a hammer, nice and soft, and get it in there and Loctite them. They're only like 19 newton meters or something. They're very, very low in the torque setting, these bolts. You'll strip the thread out, don't go too much. A little bit of Loctite, not too much either. And, you know, please do not do this in the motor. Don't shim them in the engine. You'll lose that down the motor, and I'll tell you what, the oil pump will love you and it'll destroy it and the motor along with it. Don't do it. Pull the cams out, do it properly. People say, oh, you're doing a bodgy. Oh, no, I'm not. No. You ought to see some of the things I've seen. I've seen people weld them and everything. I used to grind them and weld them up and put a stopper on it, and it used to take hours. You file a little bit too much off. Oh, look, don't file too much so when you put the shim in behind it, it doesn't jump out. Alright, and because the rim on the end of that nut will hold it in place. Just don't file them too big, just enough, and play around with it. Try 2 degrees advance on both cams. Up to 5 degrees advanced. If you start to make a bit more horsepower, like you machine the head, come back to about 2 or 3 degrees, and you know, they seem to like that, but you'll play with that, and I'll do another video about what they look like. People degree them a lot different. They read all this other stuff, and I'll tell you what, they're wrong. They're just doing them, never make any power over 7,000 RPM. I've tested it, I've tried them all. 2 degrees retard on the exhaust, 5 degrees advance on the inlet. Like, seriously? It's lumpy as anything, and I'll tell you what, lumpy cams do not go fast in these things. They don't like it. The ECU doesn't idle properly. Like, it throws everything out that much. This will not throw it out if you keep 2 degrees advance, 4 degrees advance, both cams. Not one, both. what you do to one, you do to the other. Anyway, so yeah, that's basically it. Advance this way, gear goes that way. So they're going in opposite directions. And that's how you get your advance. But, look, any questions, just ask. But yeah, there's so many different ways to do all this. And look, I found this the most easiest way to do it. You spend like hundreds of dollars on these adjustable gears, and I'll tell you what, I don't even use them. They're on the bench over there. Don't even bother with them. Because I can't get what I needed to get out of them. They're very limited. And chain stretch and stuff like that. And look, it just, chain tension is wear, and it puts it in a different spot. I like it precise. I know where they sit. I know the power this thing makes. And I know where it likes it. So that's how I set it up every time. Every motor's different, and don't go listening to everyone, alright? You need to find your spot for your adjustment. But don't retard one, advance one. I've been there. You're going to learn the hard way. People I speak to, they always go faster. Alright? They never give me any information. And they're the people I cut off and don't ever talk to again. Very minimal. So, yeah, it's a funny game, this jet ski. People are very secretive. So, anyway, that's all I can tell you. Pretty basic, isn't it? Anyway, have fun.